Today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this very cranberry, Christmassy type of eyeshadow look. It was pretty simple. I only used about 3 colors and I really like it. It's really giving me cranberry vibes. It's very cute, perfect for the holidays, perfect for dinner with family, or if you want to take your cute Christmas pictures with some cranberry themes. I'm really liking this. Okay, hopefully you guys like it. Let me know what you think. And without further ado, let's get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip into this chocolate pomade by them, but first I need to zoom you guys in. Dang, we got real up close and personal. I don't even know your first name. We're already getting this personal. Dang, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm gonna brush these raggedy hairs up. Now I feel that all the hairs are sticking up. I am just going to dip into the pomade. What I usually like to do when it comes to my eyebrows is I like to dip into the pomade and I like to get both sides in there. So I'll dip both sides and then I want to take that extra that I have on the angled brush and the lid that comes with the pomade. I usually just kind of like dab it off in there so I don't have too much product. I kind of want to take this off. Okay. So, also, my fiance, Chris, is streaming Call of Duty right now. So if you hear him talking, don't mind it. It's basically streaming, so we're just gonna, you know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do is I am going to do this ever so lightly. Wow, this color is actually very dark. I don't know if they have something darker than this because this is pretty, like, this would almost make me think it's black. To me in person, I don't know if the camera is picking that up. It actually looks pretty dark. So that's good because that's what I wanted. So it's all good there. Now I'm just gonna do a little line. Brush the hairs down. Dip back into that pomade. Same thing to the top. So I'm just gonna follow, you guys see that pretty good. I'm just gonna follow the natural shape of my eyebrow. This color is very dark and I'm actually liking it. A little bit goes a very long way. I'm trying not to pick too much up because with dark colors you really have to be careful because they're very pigmented. So it's gonna show up easily. Can you guys see that? See, we're already looking good so far. Okay, so this looks really good. I'm gonna brush it out a little bit just to kind of soften these lines underneath, blend all the product in. That looks really good. Okay, and I did actually pick up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Duo Powder in chocolate. Make it look like it's lighter in the front and then it gets darker and bold towards the middle and the tail end. I'm gonna actually dip into this color right here, the darker part of it. So I'm gonna take this angled brush, lightly just dip it straight into there. So I'm gonna dip right there, tap off the excess, And then I'm gonna actually hold the brush so that the pointier part of it is facing down when I'm doing it. And I'm just going to go like that a little bit. Actually, I think I want to dip into the lighter color to really make it stand out. So let's do that. Tap a little bit off, and it's not too bad. It's kind of giving me the, see, you see it's kind of picking up lighter. That's what I love to do with my eyebrows. I like the front end to be lighter and then the rest of it to be darker. So I'm just gonna keep doing that towards the front. And then I'm gonna take that spoolie again from this Morphe M158. And I just wanna brush the front hairs over a little bit. Let's do this, let's brush up so you can blend that color out that we just put on there. And then now we're gonna brush it over. So just ever so lightly brush it over. Looks good. Okay, so now let's repeat all of that on the other side. Really, this highlight brush, this highlight is gonna be very light. So I don't know how I wanna do this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this concealer brush from Morphe. It is their M421 brush. I'm gonna first see if I'm able to pick up the product straight from the brush, because I don't really want to like draw it on there. Let's see, I feel like, oh, okay, this is really good, yeah, because it's really creamy. So it's gonna pick up on that brush pretty well. And let's see how it looks. I'm a little nervous because this color is really light. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, this color is very light. Oh god. Oh goodness. Yeah, this color. It's freaking light. I personally don't like to use anytime I get like a brow kit where it's like the whole kit with everything in there. I personally don't like to use the highlight pencil that they have, because then it looks like this. It looks, personally to me, it looks way too light, but I am going to blend this out. And then I'm going to take that clear brow gel that was in the kit, and I'm gonna lightly brush the hairs in the front up because I don't want to take off any of that powder. And then the rest of the hairs I'm gonna brush over. So next we're gonna do our eyes. I don't usually prefer to use any eyeshadow primer. I find that with me, when I use eyeshadow primer, the eyeshadow actually does not last that long on my face. So I'm usually more of like a concealer girl to put that to be as my eyeshadow primer. So today I'm going to be using the E.L.F 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the color Deep Cinnamon as my eyeshadow primer. So I'm just going to add my eyes, and then I'm going to actually blend this out with my finger. using concealer as your eyeshadow base or your primer, it has, depending on what kind of concealer you use, it usually will have a slight tackiness to it, to where it feels a lot easier for that color, that eyeshadow color, to be picked up. And I feel that it helps to make the color come out brighter. Because sometimes with me, like for example, I would use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, and I felt that it would actually make the eyeshadow color come out very ashy. I'll actually be taking this Juvias Place, the Warrior 2 palette, and this is, oh, and I think what I want to do, I think I'm gonna dip into Yodit right here, Yodit, and I'm gonna have that as my all over lid color. And I'm just gonna take this Morphe M441 brush. It's pretty fluffy. I'm just gonna dip in there, tap off the excess, and we're just gonna kind of go back and forth here. This Luxie 227 blending brush, and then I'm gonna dip into Jamada right here, Jamada in my crease, and tap off that excess. So I'm gonna be looking down and put that in my crease. Are you guys excited for the holidays? No, I definitely am. I am so excited. The holidays is when I thrive. Fall season is when I thrive. That is just my time. Next, I'm gonna take this BS Ball brush, and I am going to dip into Dara, I want to say it. It's like a blushy pink color, and I'm just going to put that ever so lightly on the lid. I'm focusing this mainly in the middle section of my eyelid. Kind of just lightly go over those colors. I want to dip back into that cranberry color again. I feel like I'm losing it a little bit. I want to focus it only on the outer V of my eye. So I'm going to take this Tarteist Double Take eyeliner. I'm just going to follow my natural lash line. I don't want anything too crazy or thick, you know. This telescopic carbon black mascara from L'Oreal, and I'm just gonna lightly coat my eyelashes before I put on any falsies. And So I'm gonna let that dry. While I'm waiting for my mascara to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and put on some primer. This E.L.F. Matte Putty Primer. I don't really like tubes anymore. I've gotten spoiled with using the brushes that now when I have the tube, I like freak out that I'm gonna put too much on there. Bend those a little bit so that they lay on my eyelashes easier. And then while it's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and blow it. Okay, and I'm just going to look down and place this right on top. And I usually like to press the lash in the middle. I'm silly. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the other side. I'm gonna use this Juvias Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation, and it is in the color Lagos 240. So I'm gonna be using this color. I think I'm gonna use a brush today. I haven't used a foundation brush in a cool minute. I'm gonna use a foundation brush today because I'm feeling spicy. I'm feeling spicy too. I really love this foundation color. This foundation, it is very, very full coverage. NYX Born to Glow Radiant Concealer in Golden Honey. Because I'm being too lazy and don't want to go and dampen my brush, I'm actually going to take this PIXI Skin Treats Glow Mist and spray that on my sponge, my beauty sponge. Take the pointy end of it and start with my chin. So I usually like to start with the areas that I don't want to sit that long. So it usually is my chin, my nose, my forehead, and then I do the under eye because I really want the under eye to be pretty bright, and the rest of my face I don't really want it to be extra bright. So my face before I do the powders. I actually learned from E.L.F. that setting your liquids with your spray, your setting spray, will actually help to make sure that the liquids stay put. The Airspun loose face powder in translucent to go under my eyes. Beware, this powder is very messy. It will get everywhere. It's just me. This powder makes me think of my grandma, rest in peace to her, because it smells like old lady. I think it was like a perfume powder that had a perfume scent to it, and you could apply it on your body. Like it was kind of like perfume but in a powder. I know I'm not the only one that remembers that. This is what this reminds me of because it has a very, it's not too strong, but it has a perfume smell to it. It is the Morphe bronzer in Romance, and I'm just gonna take this Morphe E4 brush. I promise guys, this is not sponsored by Morphe. I mean, if they want to, holler at your girl, but it's not. Sadly, it's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. And I'm just gonna apply this on. Oh. So we're doing that. Swirl it around. I'm just gonna pat it in. Bring some warmth back into my face. And do the cheeks. I really find that patting products into your face instead of like swirling it around really help to push that product in to really make it very noticeable on your face. Whereas like swishing it around sometimes to me fades it out. And if I want it to be very bold and I want it to be seen on my face pretty well, I don't want it to like blend in or look too diffused, then I will just pat it in. But if not, then yeah, I usually do swirl it if I don't mind. Like under my chin area, I'll typically swirl it because I want that to be blended. I don't want it to be too harsh. Take a small brush and dip into that romance powder again. I'm just gonna contour my nostrils. I'm gonna go on the bridge of my nose, a little bit up into my eye, my eyelid. So I'm doing the bridge of the nose, and then I go just a little bit into that eyelid, just a little bit to kind of give it, see how it gives it that natural contoured look. I really want to sculpt it out. And then I do it to the bottom of my nose. I'm gonna dip a little bit, and then I'm gonna go over the top part of my nose just to give it that cute little button drop nose. I'm gonna take that CoverGirl TruBlend So Flushed High Pigment Blush in 345 Hot, and do a little bit of cutting the, sculpting out the cheeks here. And for that, I'm gonna dip back into my Juvias Place eyeshadow eye. Dose of Colors Desi times Katy Fuego highlighter, and I'm gonna take this Morphe M501 brush, spray it with my Morphe continuous setting spray, and I'm gonna put that on my nose as well. This look is super cute. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this, what other type of looks you guys want to see on my channel, and hit that like button if you do like what you see, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.